Hey guys, welcome to another Amelia Does Camp video. Now today I really wanted to talk about the whole airport situation if you're doing Camp America. A lot of the times when you go to the airport for the first time that you're doing Camp America, it's often the first time that you're going to the airport by yourself in general. So a lot of people would usually tend to overpanic like I did last year and like what other people usually do. So I wanted to make a video just for some clarification and to hopefully calm some of your nerves for this year or maybe the next years or the years. So my first tip is to breathe and try to stay as calm as you can. An airport is always going to be a very stressful environment, no matter if you're doing Camp America or not. Usually I find it very stressful in those sorts of environments, but as long as I can stay calm, like as calm as I can, then I am usually kept on track and I know what I'm doing, and usually the whole process goes really well and very smoothly. To be fair, if this is the first time that you're going to the airport by yourself, I can see why a lot of people would panic. Like last year, that was the first time going by myself, but I was going with a friend, but this was like without a responsible adult. But this year's gonna be the first time going by myself, and this is the first time for me getting a connecting flight. So I'm gonna be like slightly more nervous. However, I need to sort of keep it in perspective that it's all gonna go out fine in the end, and I feel like you guys need to follow that advice as well. My second bit of advice is to pre-bag all of your tech items as well as your liquids. For my first go, I put all of my techie stuff in a Ziploc bag, just so that I didn't have to faff about with my bag and trying to pull out as many cables and stuff that I needed to bring. And usually it saved a lot of stress with the security guards basically yelling at you to get all your stuff out whilst you're panicking and sweating in the corner. But basically, when I say about liquids, they mostly contain stuff like perfume, drinks, as well as makeup supplies. So that's sort of like what I'm talking about with like the liquids to put in the bags. And they also need to meet a specific requirement. I completely forgot what it was. Make sure you pre-bag it just so it doesn't cause you or the people at the security stress. Another thing which I need to mention is that you need to check all your documents. So that includes your visa in your passport, your DS 2019, and your service receipt. So I'm going to bring all three of these documents to me for when I am going to go to the American security. Basically, all that is just see that you've paid for your visa, you have it, and you also have the documents saying who you're being sponsored by. That usually works with the J1 working visa. So I see like a lot of people like kind of panicking when it comes to making sure that they have the right documents, and they would often overpack like I did last year. The main ones that you need is your visa, your DS 2019, and your service receipt. And I think that's it, but I'll add more like if I forget any. So this next tip, this could apply to some, but this will probably not apply to a lot of people that watch my videos. But if you have a invisible disability, make sure you carry a sunflower lanyard. Now, I'm on the autism spectrum, and I'm also suspected to have ADHD at this point. I have no clue what I have anymore, but basically this usually signals to staff at the airport to say that you have a invisible disability, and this is basically used as a way so that they can help you without you worrying about communicating what you need. This can help when it comes to sort of mobility, as well as trying to get help to get through security and trying to get your bags. I haven't used it like last year, but I'm gonna try this out this year because I never really actually had the chance to wear a sunflower lanyard anywhere to actually get any accommodations for me. So I may do a review on that to see where this sort of thing lands. So let me know if you want to see that. So my last bit of advice is going to be kind of common sense, but you'd be surprised about a lot of people that don't check these details, is to double check your ticket. So your ticket will often say your gate number and also which terminal that you're going to be in. Now, a lot of times the gate numbers change, so you can see it on the big information board that they have at the airports, and you can see if there's any delays or cancellations. But you need to make sure to double check the information board as well as your ticket to make sure that you're getting the most accurate information about your flight, so that you're not rushing around the airport and potentially missing your flight and getting really angry about that. I remember when my first flight got delayed from last year, and this was the first time that I actually encountered having a delayed flights, because even when it came to flying with my parents, it just always ran smoothly. But when it didn't, I didn't expect like what to do. Like I didn't know what I was doing in a way, so I wasn't necessarily like panicking. I was just sort of keeping it on the inside whilst I was trying to pretend to be calm, just mostly like smiling through the pain. But with that said, make sure you double check your ticket. Like, I am not even kidding. And there we go. These are the big 5 top tips that I recommend of when it comes to airport travel when you're doing Camp America or any other sort of agency airport travel. I hope you really liked the video. I'm gonna hopefully do some more packing videos, as a lot of people are now leaving to do camp for 2025, but also a lot of people are starting to do their camp applications for 2026. So let me know what you want to see. Make sure you hit like and subscribe if you want to see more of this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.